Hey everyone, Kimtana here, and welcome to my very first How to Upcycle video. In these videos, I want to show you how to take something that would have been trash and turn it into something cool. Today I'm going to show you how to make a gift bow out of an old magazine. It's a really simple project, but one that'll impress a lot of people when you put these on your gifts. So here's what you're going to need. A magazine page or catalog page, pair of scissors, tape, pencil, and a ruler. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is make 2 centimeter measurements. That's right, I do centimeters, people. None of those inches on my stuff. You're going to make 2 centimeter measurements for the strips on the opposite side of the page that you want to use. So don't mind all the advertisements. Don't sue me, anyone. That'd be great. But, you know, hey, free advertising. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. So what I'm going to do is, because the page is flipped upside down, I have to start on this side here, because again, it's going to be flipped this way. So my measurements have to end on this side here. And so I have already figured out what I need, and I need 14 centimeters worth of strips, because I need 7 strips of 2 centimeters each. That's a lot of math, but it's going to make more sense. So you may need, depending on the size of your page, you may need more or less strips. But for me, I just need 7. And so I'm going to start measuring. I have my 14 right here. I'm going to start measuring 2 centimeter marks as I go. Okay, and now once that's done, you're going to go down to the bottom, and you're going to do the same thing with the bottom, lining it up to the size that you want to end up with and working backwards, making sure you are even. Now, once you're done with that, you're going to take the page, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to start lining up those lines that you made and start drawing a line from one line to the other, because this is going to be your cut line. This is why you're doing it on the other side of the page and not on the page that you want to do, because you don't want pencil marks all over your beautiful bow. All right, and once you're done with that, you are going to take your scissors and you are going to cut along the lines you just drew. Okay, now that you have your strips, you need to measure the sizes you need. We have the width of them at 2 centimeters. Now we have to measure out the length. And what you're going to need are 3 strips measuring 25 centimeters, 3 strips measuring 21 centimeters, 2 strips measuring 10 centimeters, and 1 strip measuring 5 centimeters. And so you're going to take 1 strip and start measuring. Again, the first set is going to be 25 centimeters, and I need 3 of those. And then I will have 3 for 21, and then 2 for 10 centimeters, and then 1 for 5 centimeters. So I'm going to start measuring that by measuring right here. And then just trim off the excess that you need, and then repeat this for the strips that you have. Okay, so now that you have all your measured strips, you're going to take the little bits that are left over, you're going to recycle those. Don't throw them out, and they will be recycled. Now you have your 3 strips, your 25s, your 21s, your 10s, and your little 5. And this little guy is going away. Goodbye. Okay, so now take one of the large ones and fold it in half, making sure that you have the side that you want out, and fold it in half. Doesn't have to be super, super, super tight. Okay, so now that you've folded it in half, you're going to take the top end and you're going to pull it towards that center fold. So here's your fold, and you're going to create it so that it's tight not too tight that you're folding it, but you want that little corner because this is the bow part that we all know and love. And then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing with the other side, pulling it under and then tightening it just ever so carefully. So see, you've got the nice little points. They're not too tight, but you haven't folded anything. Then you're going to take your tape, and you're going to masterfully do this with one hand, and just take that bit there. It doesn't have to be super perfect. And then you're going to tape once more to hold it on the other side. I can wrap around there. That's fine. All right, so that you have this beautiful little figure 8 design. It's kind of got a little bit of a cup to it. Looks like a little canoe. It's going to go down the river. Okay. Then you're going to do that with all the other ones, and until you're done. And you're going to do this with all of these, but not with this little guy. This little guy, he's got his own little job. But you're going to do the figure 8s, the infinities, with these guys. One trick as you're doing this is you're going to continue this infinity circle by lining up these so that when it's completed, it's one continuous loop. Now the last set of strip is the most difficult because it's so small. And so what you're going to want to do is take the sticky side tape, put it down here so that the underside is sticky, and you're going to carefully start folding it in towards, just like you did with the others, but then push it up just a little past that halfway mark, so that your halfway mark is here, but you're up here. And you're going to do the same with this side. Sticky side down. Do a weird little foldy fold, but not at the half mark. Just pushing it up so that you have the points, but you don't lose the center, because you're going to need that center. Now, look at my beautiful fleet of canoes here. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, that's so cool. All right, now this little poor lonely guy, we're going to take him, and we're going to turn him into a little tube. So you take the tape, you take sticky side down, turn it into a tube, and tape so that you have a nice little tube. Little tube. Okay. Now, we are going to start making the bow. So we're going to push these guys off to the side. We're going to take our 3 large ones, and we're going to crisscross the first 2 into an X. And we're going to take the second one, and then we're going to go right down the middle, like so. And that's going to be the first shape. And so what we'll do is we're going to start taping them down using tubed tape, where you take the tape, you roll it in on itself, so it creates a little tube of tape that you can then flatten, put on the other side of the bow, and press down where you want it. And so you want to map out where the bow goes first, then work backwards. That way you don't tape in the wrong spot and go, oh no, now I'm going to tear it. And then you're going to continue that with the other side. Making sure that you do another tube, flatten it a little bit, take the underside, tape right there, and down. this is the foundation of our bow. It's already starting to take shape, guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. Don't worry about any loose bits that happen. It's going to be pressed down. It's fine. You don't have to completely secure all of these parts. So now we're going to create another tube of tape and map out where these guys go. So you will have another crisscross shape that overlaps. And so now that we've mapped out, see? Now that we've mapped that out, we're going to take the underside, and just like we did with the large ones, I'm going to take it, I'm going to tape it down, pressing carefully, making sure that it fits. Perfect. And then it's really important to make sure that, because the cutting can vary, and because when you're curling it around you can shorten it, shorten the strips, very important to map out where they're going to go before you commit it to tape. So this allows you time to make any adjustments and whatnot. Taping the underside and then popping it in to place like thus. Right, and then we take our last bits. This we don't have to map out because there's only one place they can go, and that's in the dead center in an X. So we tube tape underneath there, and we're gonna press deep in there, and so that fits right, the points fit right under these points. And then these points are going to fit under the other points. So that's kind of like an echo of the previous set. And we fit that. Squish you right in there. Get in there. And so it creates this beautiful little square diamond star shape where you got a square-ish with a star-ish shape. And so you make sure you fluff out everything so that you've got the bow bits. And then you take this little guy, has been waiting so long, and then you tube tape, I'm going to tube tape this little guy, and then you're going to squish the tube tape. You're going to take the part that has the seam right there. That's where you're going to put your tape, because you don't want to see that on the front. That's just silly. And then you're going to take this little guy very carefully. You don't want to crush or crease it. But you're going to take this, and right in that square peg, right in that hole, you're going to put this little guy, and then you're going to press down in there, getting the tape to reach in. This is why you don't want to press here, but you want to go right in there and press it. And take your little pinky and press it. And then fluff out your bow. And that's it, guys. That's a beautiful little bow. Oh, so cute. So this is super, super easy to make. You can make a ton of these with a magazine. And I have actually sold bags of these for charities. So this is a great fundraising activity. And they're really, really easy, really, really quick. Once you're used to making them, you can go real fast. And what's beautiful is you can experiment with sizes and colors and even different kinds of paper. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this vid, please hit the like down below. Little like. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more upcycling videos like this. So, thank you guys so much for watching. You are really going to bow everyone over with this. I'm sorry. But I really hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you get to try some of these yourself. They're really, really fun to make, and they're really, really cool when you look at them. The camera does no justice. It's beautiful, trust me. Oh, it's so beautiful. All it's missing is a whole bunch of blue. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great, wonderful night. I will see you guys when I see you. Take care. Bye.